Alright students, so let's continue with our sixth chapter, circle. Now next we have that the relation between congruent chords of a circle and their distances from the center. The property is congruent chords of a circle are equidistant from the center of the circle, that we have to prove. Means in a circle, if we have given congruent chords, then those chords are equidistant. Equidistance means equal distance from the center of the circle. Okay, so to prove this, first we need to draw that proper figure, that one circle and its two congruent chords. Okay, so pay attention here. Okay, so here we draw that one circle with center O, and we draw two chords, that segment AB and segment CD, as chords, congruent chords. To prove that two chords are equidistant from that circle, and hence here we draw that two perpendiculars OP and OQ. Getting this? OP perpendicular कुठे काढलाय? AB वर, OQ as on CD. So means that OP is what? Distance of chord AB from center O, and OQ is distance of chord CD from center O, and we have to prove that two segments OP and OQ are congruent. It means we prove that two chords are equidistant from the center of the circle. And now here we write down that given part to prove part. Okay, so here we write down so that the given part and to prove part, as we have to prove OP equal to OQ. So to prove this, what we do here students, we do one construction that we form two triangles having that side OP and OQ. And to form that two triangles, we draw that two radii of circle. Okay, so here we draw that two radii as segment OB and segment OC. So that triangle OPB and triangle OQC is formed, and as we prove these two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides also congruent, and that corresponding sides means OP congruent to OQ, as we prove. And OP equal to OQ means that two chords AB and CD are equidistant from that center of the circle. We prove it. So to prove these two triangles as congruent by the test of congruence, which test we apply here, that we see now. Okay, so pay attention here. So to prove that two triangles are congruent, we use hypotenuse side test. Okay, so as we notice here, OB and OC are what? Radii of circle, and that radii of that same circle are congruent. So we say that hypotenuse OB and hypotenuse OC are congruent. And one more pair of that side as we required, as we prove PB congruent to QC, because as we know OP is perpendicular to chord AB and OQ is perpendicular to chord CD. So perpendicular drawn from the center of circle on chord bisects chord, as we know this property. So if OP is perpendicular to AB, means that perpendicular divides that AB in two equal parts. AP and PB are both same, means PB is half of AB. Similarly QC is also half of CD. So we have given that two chords are congruent, means AB equal to CD, means their half parts also equal, and half parts are equal means we prove PB equal to QC first, and that PB and QC are what? That sides of that two triangles. And if two triangles are right angle triangles, hypotenuse is congruent and one more pair of that side is congruent. So two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test, and if triangles are congruent, corresponding sides also congruent, means OP equal to OQ, as we prove, and that OP and OQ are what? Distances of that chords from that center of circle. Okay, so like this we write down those statement as in triangle OPB and in triangle OQC, that two angles, angle OPQ, sorry not OPQ, it's OPB, equal to angle OQC equal to what, 90 degree, because of that perpendicularity property. Therefore we can say two triangles are right angle triangles, and therefore hypotenuse OB congruent with hypotenuse OC as radii of that same circle, and we prove that segment PB congruent to segment QC from that one. So first we prove this part and we apply in these two triangles, and therefore two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. And if two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides also congruent, so we say that segment OP congruent to segment OQ, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. And here we prove that OP equal to OQ. Okay, so for 3 marks, that's the theorem asked in exam, and using this now we have to solve that examples of our next practice set 6.2. okay, so here we do start practice set 6.2. that question is radius of circle is 10 centimeter. There are two chords of length 16 centimeter each. What will be the distance of these chords from the center of the circle? Okay, so to solve this kind of example, that figure, the diagram is important part, and hence first we draw that proper figure, that the figure of circle. Then we draw two chords of 16 centimeter, and then using that properties to try to solve this example. Okay, it is not mean to take distance of that two chords at 16 centimeter or that radius 10 centimeter. Just draw one rough figure of that circle and draw two chords. Okay, so here we mention it that so in a circle with center P, segment AB and segment CD are what, chords having that length 16 centimeter each, means that both chords are congruent. Radius of that circle is 10 centimeter, and as we join this PB, which is radius of circle, so length PB is 10 centimeter because R is given as 10, and we draw two perpendiculars as PM perpendicular to AB and PN perpendicular to CD, because that question is to find that the distance of these two chords from that center of circle. Means PM and PN are the distance of these chords AB and CD respectively from that center of circle P. But what we know that property, if two chords are congruent, then chords are equidistant from that center of circle. Means if AB congruent to CD, then we say PM equal to what, PN, and means we just only find that the length PM which is equal to PN. And to find PM, what we do here students, yes, we do apply that Pythagoras theorem, because as we know PB and MB. Understood this? PB is what, 10, which is a radius, and MB is 8 because AB is 16 and PM perpendicular to AB. So means here we have to use that property that perpendicular drawn from center of circle on its chord bisects chord. Means AM and MB both are half of AB, and half of that AB means half of 16 is 8. And then using Pythagoras we find length PM, and length PM equal to, we say, length PN. Okay, so like this we write down that the solution of that example, perpendicular drawn from that center of circle on its chord bisects chord. So first we find that the length MB, which is half of AB, as 8 centimeter. Okay, and then in triangle PMB, as angle PMB we say it is 90 degree because of that perpendicular. So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to that sum of square of that remaining sides, means PB square equal to PM square plus MB square. Now here we substitute those values, PB as radius given as 10 and MB as we find 8. So square of 10 equal to PM square plus square of 8. So square of 10 is 100, equals to pm square plus 64. Square of 8 is 64, and then we do subtraction. So pm square equal to 100 minus 64, subtraction is 36, and as we're taking that square roots on both sides, pm is 6 centimeter, means that the distance of AB, that chord from that center of circle, is 6 centimeter. But as we know, congruent chords are equidistant from that center of circle, and we have given that chords as congruent. Chord AB congruent to chord CD is given, so PM is equal to PN, and therefore PN is also 6 centimeter, means that the distance of these chords from the center of circle is 6 centimeter. So like this, for 3 marks, that the example asked in exam. Okay, understood? Now in second example, in a circle with radius 13 centimeter, two equal chords are at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center. Find the lengths of the chord. So here again we draw that proper figure, and then we use that properties to find that the length of the chords. Okay, so pay attention here. So here we draw that figure, that in a circle with center O, given that two equal chords, chord PQ congruent to chord RS, having distance from the center of circle is 5 centimeter, means as we draw that perpendiculars, OA perpendicular to PQ and OB perpendicular to RS. So OA and OB are what? Distance of that chords from that center of circle is given as 5 centimeter. As we join this OP, which is radius of circle, is given as 13 centimeter, and we have to find that the lengths of chords, means we have to find PQ and RS. So as we find any one of its chord, that other chord is same as previous, means as we find PQ, which is equal to RS. So to find PQ, now here as we notice that triangle OAP is formed, which is a right angle triangle, and as we use that Pythagoras theorem, we find PA. But there is perpendicular on its chord, so that perpendicular bisects chord, means that length PQ is twice than that length PA. Means to find PQ, first we find PA, and PA we find by Pythagoras theorem. Understood? So here we write down that the solution as in triangle OAP, angle OAP is of 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to that sum of square of remaining sides. So OP square equal to OA square plus PA square. OP, which is the radius, is given as 13 centimeters. So 13 square equal to OA is given as 5. So 5 square plus PA square. So as we squaring both numbers, square of 13 is 169 equal to square of 525 plus PA square. So PA square we getting that subtraction, 169 minus 25 as 144. So taking square roots on both sides, that the length of PA we getting it as 12 centimeter. Okay, so PA is what? That the part of chord PQ, and what we know that property, that perpendicular drawn from that center of circle on its chord bisects chord, and it is given that OA is perpendicular to PQ, means that PQ is what now? Twice than that of PA, and twice the 12 means 2 into 12 is 24 centimeter, and here we find out that the length of chord PQ as 24 centimeter, and also it is given that PQ equal to what? RS, that chords given as congruent, so RS is also 24 centimeter, means length of chord equals to 24 centimeter. So like this, for 3 marks, that the example asked in exam. Okay, and then next part is of practice set 6.3 is about construction part, where we have to draw circumcircles and encircle. So that construction part means this practice set 6.3, as we should continue in our mid lecture. Okay, so here we stop. and we finish our that practice set 6.2, and 6.3 will be continuing on our mid lecture. Okay, and next we have that problem set 6, that from question number 2 to question number 6, as you have to solve these examples as your homework, students. Okay, if you have any doubts, please WhatsApp me on my personal number, so we will discuss it in our mid lecture also. Okay, thank you, bye bye.